I know I've been distant, but please know it wasn't my intention to make you feel abandoned. I was going through some changes and everything was coming at me so fast. I didn't have the time to fully process what was going on and slowly found myself getting lost in the motions. But I'm ready now. So to fill you in on what's been happening, let's rewind a bit. 2022. Coming out of the pandemic, I was feeling very lost and introspective. I had just ended my contract with Star Magic and Tito Oji. At this point, I had been working for over a decade, with no real break since I was a kid. The pandemic was the first time in my life where I was allowed to stop and be still. This forced me to think. I didn't have a childhood, nor did I have the chance to grow and become an adult on my own terms. I had always been told what to do, what to wear, what to say, and what not to say. I know this was for my own good. It was to protect me and my career, but it was a career I had no say in. A career that, in many ways, wasn't mine. I didn't even choose the name Liza. It was chosen for me.
Liza Soberano.
Liza Soberano.
Now, this is not a story of bitterness or regret. In fact, it's the opposite. It's a story about growth and gratitude. At 24 years old, I was finally given the choice to decide my own path. At the end of a pandemic where everything felt strange and new. It was at this crossroad in my life that the randomest thing happened. James Reed reached out to me, wondering what I was up to and seeing if I wanted to collaborate. I knew of his music label and admired the mission and vision behind it. Curiosity got the better of me, and I decided I wanted to see what this could look like for me. I met with his team, a group of young people who were all passionate and working hard on different projects and their own individual dreams. I loved their energy, I loved their freedom, and I loved how ferociously ambitious they all were. I found myself working at their office almost every weekday from 9 to 5. It was the closest thing I had to experiencing a corporate job. We first started working on my spa business, Hope Wellness, together with my best friend Althea. We started learning how to build business models, study financials, and understand branding. I loved the way they respected my vision and intelligence, as I did theirs. They were supportive of me and worked hard on my small projects without asking for anything in return. We eventually ended up closing the spa after much deliberation. It was something I loved and was truly passionate about, but just wasn't where my energy needed to be at the moment. Somewhere in between, I took a break and went to Palawan with family and friends. The scenes were breathtaking, and Palawan became my favorite island in the whole world, with some of the most beautiful corals and sea life. El Nido definitely left its mark on me, literally. I got into a motorcycle accident and was left with some pretty gnarly scars. It took me a whole month to recover. Soon after, I started working on myself. I got back to working out with a trainer, did lots of yoga, and made meditating and journaling a habit. A few months zoomed by, and the team became my family. I eventually sat down with them and told them that I was ready to let them manage me as Liza Soberano, and I'll never forget the conversation we had. I asked them what the plan was for me, and they said, "I don't know, you tell us. We're here to support whatever your dreams are." That's when I knew I had found my team. I had been approached by so many different management companies before, and it was the first time any of them had asked me what I wanted, what made me happy. People were shocked when word got around that I had signed up to a startup company. But what they didn't understand was that I chose a team that wanted to support my vision, rather than lay one out for me. I struggled with how some people were disappointed and upset with my decision, even started doubting myself. Many thought I had changed, but that wasn't change. It was in fact the first real choice I made myself, for myself. After that was a wild blur of amazing moments. We went to LA and met some amazing people. Careless brought on their US partners, Transparent Arts, to co-manage me. They're absolutely the best and so supportive of me. We went to Korea and I met some of my favorite idols and even got to guest in a reality show. I shot my first audition in years and landed the role 2 days after submitting my tape. Hi, I'm Liza. I'm 24 years old, 5'6", and I'm auditioning for the role of Taffy. I went to Hawaii and celebrated the Bretman Rock's birthday. Went to New Orleans for 2 months to film Lisa Frankenstein, where I had the most incredible experience ever. I learned so much from Catherine, Cole, and our director Zelda. I now have lifelong friends in them. We ended the year in LA with the Careless crew, experiencing more, growing and learning, taking classes, pushing my craft, and soaking in the city. Just being present and learning to be myself. Hey guys, wow. What a year it has been. Looking back on everything that I've done, all the changes in my life, and everything that I have achieved in a span of less than a year since transitioning into a new management and a new career direction, I have grown so much. And I wanted to take the time and sit down and talk with you guys and kind of fill you in on everything that has been going on, because I know that I'm not the best at social media, and I've always been very hesitant to talk about anything. I've always been scared to talk about very personal things, and after the pandemic even became scared of talking about my career and explaining myself. So I want to go into talking a little bit more about the pose soon. Those photos actually came from a self-produced fun photo shoot that I did with the one and only Shira Luna. And this is one of my favorite photos, one of my favorite layouts out of 8 layouts that we did. As we were shooting, we kind of got inspired by one of my favorite up-and-coming directors slash authors, Sarah Baba. We just played around with the concept of being jealous of flowers. And so to kind of dive deeper into the meaning behind my poem, it was me expressing my hopes and dreams and frustrations. I'm 25 years old now, and I think people forget that I've been working for 13 years now, since I was 12 years old. And I've been in 6 feature films, over 500 episodes of teleseries, and have only really dabbled into 3 main genres: romance, comedy, and drama. And since I was 16, I had only really worked side by side with one main co-star, with the same production company, rotating around the same 3 directors. And during all those years, I was never really asked for my input, my thoughts, my ideas. I felt like I was being told to be just a flower for so long, and I finally started to explore a world of being able to create and tell my story, and hopefully others. I'll get more into it later, but I'm slowly starting to dip my toes into the world of writing and producing, and it's such an exhilarating feeling that I've never felt before. Next, for me as an ambassador. So mainly what I've been doing while I've been here for the past few weeks in the Philippines is strengthening my relationships with the brands that I work with. And I have recently started cutting down on all the endorsements that I had. I was known to be one of the artists who had like so many different endorsements. And now that I'm older, I want to be more intentional about the brands that I associate myself with, and I want to make sure that the products that I preach for are actually products that I believe in, companies that I believe in, brands that I believe in, and actually use. And so I'm really excited to announce that I just started working with a new brand, and it has been the most amazing experience ever. I had the opportunity to work side by side with the client, the executives, the marketing officer, and with the director of the commercial campaigns. And so I was part of the pre-production meetings, I was part of the storyboarding, I was part of the writing of the script. And so I wanted to share with you guys that I'll be launching this partnership with this brand on Monday, February 27. So please stay tuned. I'm so excited for you guys to see the commercial. This was my first ever jab at directing, and I am just so excited to see everyone's reaction to it. It's nothing like I've ever done before, that's for sure, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will be shocked and will be surprised, but I had the best time working on it and working with this team, so I hope you guys will show it some love. Thank you. So yeah, that actually concludes this video. I'm so grateful for all of you guys for sticking around to the very end to hear my explanations, and I hope that I was able to give some clarity to all of you. And I also just wanted to take the time to say that I'm truly so grateful for everything that I have, everything that I've experienced in life, professionally and personally, and everything else that came with it. I'm so grateful for my supporters. I'm so grateful for the brands that I get to work with. I'm so thankful for the places that I've been able to go to, the things that I've been able to experience, and being able to take care of my family and live a comfortable life. I know I've been getting some backlash, and I obviously know that it would be much easier to just stick to what has been working for me, to stay forever the same. And I know and I understand that it's unfair to all the Liza Soberano fans, all the Liz Ken fans. But I hope you understand that by doing so, by giving in to the pressure of doing what everybody else wants for me, I am being unfair to myself, Hope Soberano. I've sacrificed my childhood, I've sacrificed my freedom, and I've sacrificed my happiness to present Liza Soberano to the world. And I think that I've earned the right to finally be me, to finally be able to do things for me as Hope Soberano. I've embarked on a fresh new chapter, and I'm finally taking control of my life, pursuing dreams that I've always had to hold off on. And it's exciting, it's terrifying, it's anxiety-filled and confusing. But what I know for sure is that for the first time, I'm finally living my life for me.